These my dollars make it hurt.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I know this is not the usual time and definitely not the usual day, but I'm here. Got a little time in. I really personally don't want to wait until Saturday. I really don't have too much breaking news at all. Just wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts on yesterday's practice and of course practice today as well. So what's going on? I know this usually is not the time, so there's no telling who's gonna come in here, and most of all, who's not gonna come in here. But hopefully, you guys will share the content. I appreciate those that may be coming on. No, this is not my usual setup, but obviously I'm not at my house or my studio, whichever one you want to call it, but I'm here. Actually, I'm in my office here at the church. So I know it's a little different. This ain't quite the setup. I may even sound different because I don't have my usual equipment, but here I am. I'm quite sure you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. If not, I'll talk a little bit louder. Or if the music is too loud, let me know. I don't have my headphones in my ear. I just want to know what I'm sounding like to you guys, and I'll make the adjustments depending on what you tell me. I'm sharing right now. I hope you guys will do me the honor of sharing. If you want to contribute to this podcast, you can do it by using Cash App, which is $ the Big Time Show. You can do that way. If you're on Facebook, you can use the stars. Then, of course, if you're on YouTube, you can use the super chat button that is there for you. Once you use a super chat, because it's usually the chat line gets going pretty good. There may be something that you really want me to say or read. I always stop for the super chat because I feel like if anybody wants to pay just a little money for a super chat, it's worth me stopping. Want to share that appreciation with you guys just for sharing in that way for the podcast. Listen, there's some other options. I rarely say this, but while I got a little time, I'll say this now. There are some other options that you can do, I guess, to support me in this podcast type vibe I got going here. If you hit that super chat button, you have options of what you can do. You just don't have to do that. There's one way you can become a member of the Big Time Show page. If you become a member or subscribe to the membership I didn't put a dollar amount on there. I think the lowest that you can do is maybe $3 or so. If you pledge that a month, and it will ask for your card, it will ask for your number like that, and it'd be $3 taken out of your account or whatever card that you want. You can do it that way as well. I rarely say that mainly because I forget, but I'm saying it now since I'm doing it. You can do it that way as well. You ought to investigate that. It's not a requirement, of course, but you can do that if you like. I'm getting ready to speak to those that have come. Just give me a second here. Still sharing. We'll see who's in the house. Let me look at here and see what's going on. I appreciate all those that have popped on real quick. Like I said, this is a different setup for what you usually see me in or whatever. I'm here not in my house / studio. I'm here in my office here at the church. So I decided just to hit you up. I got a little time, so I say might as well just say something to the good people, the good Cowboy fans. What's up, Joe? I see you, JVB boy. What's going on? Let me see here. What else is here? Spoke at least. Kid Cowboy, what's going on? All right. Appreciate all y'all popping in on me for this moment. Definitely will not be long here. Just want to brief and just touch bases with the Cowboy family. Yesterday, in particular, in just one phase that I want to talk about, really. But the first day of practice, what do you expect? I heard Coach McCarthy say a lot of pre-snap penalties, even though that's usually one of the major things that we have a problem with all year. And, the way I look at that is that, this has been a 4 or 5 year problem. You don't want to put too much into it because it's the first day of practice, but at the same time, we are traditionally known as a penalty team. So hopefully there's an emphasis this training camp on pre-snap penalties. That's what I heard Coach McCarthy say on today with, I guess the leeway is it's the first day of practice. So, we got plenty of time to work on that. But it's just, it's a pattern that's been here for ever since McCarthy's got here. So this is an area that we do not do too well. Cowboys are automatically up there in offensive penalties, whether that's pre-snap penalties or whether that's holding. It's always some type of penalty concerning the offensive side. So it was disheartening for me to hear it, even though I at the same time I balance it by knowing it's the first day of practice in pads. So I give leeway. I just say it was disheartening. Hopefully we can cut it down tremendously. And hello to everybody that's popping in on me. I appreciate all of you for showing up here so far. Thanks for coming. The one thing that I want to harp in on that we talked about ever since the draft, especially in the first round. The one thing, what's up, Terry? Yeah, everybody hit that like button for me. Give me about 20 each if y'all don't mind. Thank you, JVB boy. Thank you. Give me about 20 each. That will help us out. It sends messages to the algorithm, and it puts the show in front of other people's faces that I normally wouldn't reach. That's why I asked you for it. Hopefully you'll help me out in that area. We after Tyler Guyton, the left tackle, got picked, one of the major things that I said was that he's going to be better than most left tackles or right tackles coming into the game, simply because of who he will be battling in practice every day, especially if it is perceived that he would be a starter, day one starter. Well, if he's going to be a day one starter, he has to get. I'm in the church right now, so I guess it's a good term. He has to get baptized by fire right from the get go. He doesn't have time for mistakes. He don't. He has to get the fire put to him early, just so we'll know. Just so we'll know what is he really made out of, just on a rookie level, and see where he is. We talked about this, y'all, all summer. I know I preached this. I preached this all summer. I said that if you want to get him right, because remember, week one, he got to go see Myles Garrett, the defensive player of the year. That's going to be because they're going to put him over there a few times to test the young rookie out. If I was a defensive coordinator, I would put Myles Garrett on Tyler Guyton, the rookie left tackle, and hope that my guy would totally destroy him. It's plain football sense. And so in order for us to find out, fortunately for the Dallas Cowboys, he has the baptism players. he has them. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. If you paid attention, you heard what happened. He got to go see Michael Parsons, who, if he's not the best defensive player in the league, that's arguable. We certainly know he's one of them. He's a top 5 defensive player in this league, no question. As an edge rusher, there may not be probably nobody better, to be honest with you. Because he, without a doubt, is he's just a freak of nature, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. But Michael Parsons has gifts that most guys don't have. It's really just that simple. And so if he can go ahead and start seeing that type of guy, I'm not comparing Michael Parsons to Myles Garrett by no means. But I am saying he's one of the best. They're different. They are different in the way they play. But if you don't want to compare Michael Parsons to Myles Garrett, then you definitely can compare him somewhat to DeMarcus Lawrence. And DeMarcus Lawrence tested him out yesterday as well, too. So I think DeMarcus Lawrence resembles Garrett more than Michael Parsons. So he got to see both of it. He got to see both the speed and power. One player with a lot of speed, and that's Michael, and then power with DeMarcus Lawrence. So he got to see both of them. That's just the first day. He got a lot of more days of practice to go where he sees those two type of guys. And according to the reports, a lot of you guys follow some of our brothers, in particular, Voch Lombardi, who had the clips. I think Law had the clip as well, where you could see how well Tyler Guyton did against Michael Parsons. Handled him well. I'm quite sure the coaches have told Michael Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, whoever else lines up against him, go at him. I mean, you are full speed. Everybody else may be at 3/4 speed, whatever the case. But whoever's going against Tyler Guyton, they got to get him ready. So they're going at him full speed. If you saw a couple of the clips, and it's not all of them, but a couple of the clips, Tyler Guyton handled his business quite well. That is encouraging. Now, if you want to take something away, at least I did. I'm taking away that it was huge, at least from a confidence standpoint. From a confidence standpoint, Tyler Guyton walks away from practice feeling, pretty good. The light bulb may pop over the top of his head like a cartoon, and he just very well may have started to say yesterday, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? He very well, I'm not saying he did. I wasn't there. I don't know what the brothers thought about at the end of the night when he laid down and he was in his thoughts. But maybe there's a chance that he probably may have said, I can do this. And then when you're doing and gaining confidence against a Michael Parsons or DeMarcus Lawrence, then you're not so, I'm not trying to say he's ready. But what I am saying is when he gets to Cleveland, if he's the starter, which I believe that he was a starter day one from left tackle position. But I think that's going to clear up real quick. If he is the starter, he don't walk in with less confidence. He has to have some confidence going into it just based off what he did in practice against all-pro type player. And that's what Michael Parsons represents. DeMarcus Lawrence is a very well-respected end in this league, a Pro Bowl defensive end in his own right. Listen, if you hold your own against those two guys, you're gonna be all right. And keep in mind, he's a rookie, and so there will always be growing pains. He's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, or at least I don't know, so maybe somebody is, but I'm not expecting him to be Tyron Smith. You understand? I'm not expecting him to be Tyron Smith from day one. I mean, come on now. You got to give a kid a chance to grow. You got to give a kid a chance to learn. He was not going to be playing first team all-pro level from day one all the way to the end. He's a rookie. He's going to make some mistakes. But for the first day of practice in pads, see what he saw yesterday in Michael Parsons, he ain't never seen that in Oklahoma. You understand? It's a big difference between Michael Parsons and Big 12 defensive ends. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. It is. And so I applaud. That was very encouraging to me, at least. To me. Because I said he was the one position that has to upgrade very quickly. There's no room unfortunately for him. It has to happen now. Sorry. If it's one position that has to be taken, I know we want defensive tackles. I know we wanted linebackers and all that, but listen, the left tackle position, especially if it's a rookie starting day one, he has to be on point. He don't get too much room. I'm sorry, he don't. It's either we find out that he can play, or what's up, Kev? What's up, Conscience? It's either he can play or he can't play. It's no in between ground. So I was encouraged. If you want to take something from it, from practice on yesterday and today, is that Tyler Guyton can play. Cowboy fans got to tone the expectations down now. Cause see, Cowboy fans, they want the ultimate. They want it all. And then you get mad when a rookie plays like a rookie sometimes. And you're gonna have to allow this kid to grow. You're gonna have to allow this kid to make some rookie mistakes. You're gonna have to allow him to get his butt kicked on a couple plays. But for the first time practicing, and his first practice that he sees Micah Parsons, oh yeah, that's encouraging. That's encouraging to me. When I hear and see the tape, see, I ain't got to hear Vach. I don't have to hear Law Nation. I don't have to hear my brothers talk. I can see the tape. And if you know anything about football and you look at it and you know how good Micah Parsons is, especially on the edge, and you get a left tackle that is going stride for stride with him, perfect foot placement, hands are good. Let's put it this way. Hands need a little work, but guess what? Michael Parsons didn't get to that. At least on the clips that I saw. You didn't get to him. Drove him away. You ain't got to listen to people like me. You don't have to look at the film for yourself, and you give me the bottom line on how the tape is. All I know is I know how fast Michael Parsons is coming off the edge, and I know yesterday I saw him going at full speed, and I saw Tyler Guyton handle him well on more than one or two or three plays. The film don't lie. If you haven't seen it, for those that follow Vach, Lombardi, I think him and Brian Broaddus. Well, Brian Broaddus, of course, who was on the inside of the Cowboys team. He's there at training camp, and everybody's saying the same thing. So I was excited. I'm excited. Because once I hear, once you first draft Tyler Guyton, and then you see the schedule, and then you look at the schedule and you see who these guys are, that every team, and you look at Cleveland, and you see Myles Garrett, then you see the Saints, and you're talking about Jordan, then you're talking about the Ravens, and I forgot the young man's name, but he was a Pro Bowler last year. Then you talk about, you go on down the line, you talk about the Giants. Okay, Giants are loaded with Thibodeau over there. Thibodeau is a defensive end, a monster in his own right. Then you come down. Forgive me if I don't do the order of the schedule right. But when you look at it, you keep going down. You start talking about the Steelers, T.J. Watt. And then you start talking about Detroit. We're talking about Aiden Hutchinson. Then you go down there, and then after the bye week, here come Bosa. I mean, the kid, we don't have no room for him. He has to. You do what I'm saying? Hey, everybody's popping in. He has to. He don't get the chance to. He has to grow, but he don't have the chance to be on a tricycle. You understand what I'm saying? No, he got to get on the real bike. He has to. I fully anticipate him being the starter this year. First day against Cleveland, week 1. I fully anticipate him, because it ain't Shooter. Moga, whatever his name is, it ain't him. You see what I'm saying? It's not him. So I'm impressed so far to hear everybody say the same thing. Now, that's just one day of practice, of course. That's just one day of practice. That's just one day. I ain't going crazy. It's just one day. But it's a great start. And like I said before, it's small things, y'all, when we get to training camp. Everything counts. What, if anything, what he should have done, um, it should have given him confidence because he did it. He did it. He handled Michael Parsons. I ain't say he handled him every play, but when Michael Parsons was trying to destroy him yesterday, make him look bad, I'm quite sure every coach told Michael Parsons, "Hey, we gotta get this kid ready. Destroy him. Destroy him." I know that's what I would tell him. I tell Demarcus Lawrence, don't no, you Mike. Look, Demarcus, we'll get you some water and rest, and we'll give you an extra massage. And Michael, we'll make sure that y'all, get all what you need. But for y'all need to play like the division championship on the line. Starting out, we gotta get this kid ready. I need y'all to go at him violently with force. I want y'all to embarrass him. Go at him. We need to find out if he's ready. The only way we're gonna find out if he's ready unless you go straight at him. Treat him like you see. I mean, treat him like he trying to stop you from getting money. Just do what you got to do. And so that's why I say it's good for us. Okay, I got a cash app. Cash app is right there on the ticker if you're asking what it is. I think you said something. I see you, Coach. If you sent it, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get off here in a second. But if you sent the cash app, Coach, thank you so much. Whatever it was, thank you. Appreciate you, man. So I'm impressed. I finally got something I can smile about. Because Lord knows I ain't had too much to say. If you've been following me for a while, this has been one of the worst off seasons that, for me to talk forever. I finally found that you won't hear no complaints from me today. I'm happy about it. And I forgive y'all. Like I said, I'm in my office here right now. I'm not at my house, or quote unquote studio. So I don't have none of my equipment. And so I would not be doing the calls and all that because I need my equipment to do that. So I apologize now. Just in case y'all planning, because I'm going to stop here in just a second. I just wanted to come to y'all guys real quick. I ain't want to wait to Saturday. I want to just go and get it over with now. Plus, I had some free time. So, good news. And that's really all I want to talk about. Because thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do it, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I did hear Mitris. I see your comment there. They asked, if you haven't seen Coach McCarthy's press conference from today, you probably need to go check that out. They asked Coach about Brock Hoffman, and of course he complimented him. BB, and he complimented, and he asked about BB too. And of course he was complimentary to them both. I think that's going to be a real battle, y'all. I don't think it's just hands down BB like a lot of people want it to be. They love Brock Hoffman. They loved this off-season work that he did before the draft. You remember they were doing articles on Brock Hoffman. The Dallas Morning Sun News, whatever, Dallas Sporting News, I'm sorry. They were doing it. If you got the Cowboys app on your phone or Bleacher Report, you can go all the way back, and they were featuring Brock Hoffman. They were talking about him. Then when BB got drafted, the story changed. But the fan base are the ones that changed it. That doesn't mean that the coaching staff changed it. We are the ones that saying BB ought to start and BB is going to be the center and all that time. And he very well may be. But I believe that's going to be a battle. I believe that will be a battle to God, to the end. And the best man is going to come out of that. So that's what I think what's going on. And of course, um, they know what Hoffman looked like. We know what Hoffman looked like because we didn't have no complaints about Hoffman when he played. He's solid. I can't say nothing bad about Hoffman. He's solid. I like him. Strong, can move people, violent. I like Hoffman. We don't have nothing on BB yet. The only film we got on BB is what he did in practice yesterday and what he did at Kansas State. That's it. We ain't got no NFL film on. We just found and saw him yesterday in pads for the first time as a pro. We don't know nothing about him. So the jury is still out on BB. And I think that'll get answered this training camp. And he very well may start. But I don't think there's no doubt in my mind. I don't think there's no doubt that Tyler Guyton gonna start. I don't think it's no question. Hope the brother can stay healthy. Hope that he can do what we do. Terry said what our run game looks like. I saw a couple clips of Rico running the ball. Rico looks fast. I saw that. You really can't judge the running game because they ain't tackling. The pads are on, but they really not tackling these guys. So it's kind of hard to say. Nobody ain't going to nobody's knees. You know what I'm saying? The initial, when they get through a hole, it might be a official pop, shoulder pass hitting or something like that. But there's no tackling going on. No tackling. So it's kind of hard to judge the run game. To be honest with you. Now we'll see how the run game looks from backups in these preseason games. But we ain't gonna find out nothing about the running game, unfortunately, probably till week 1. To be honest with you. Week 1 would probably be Ezekiel Elliott's first snap. Really. Because he ain't taking no shots in practice. He ain't taking no shots in training camp. No way. He not taking no shots. So we'll see what happens when, once a lot of these guys ain't gonna play now. We've been saying that forever. The Cowboys usually don't play starters in the preseason. So a lot of these questions, like Terry said, what does the run game look like? I don't think that's gonna be answered until we go see Cleveland. I really believe that. So pay attention. All right. Man, I appreciate all you guys coming to hang with me for a minute or so. I'm going to go ahead and get ready. We got Bible study tonight here at the church. And I'm going to get off here now. And I appreciate you guys popping on for me for this impromptu version of the show on tonight. Or this afternoon, I'm sorry. So I will see you guys. Well, at least I told you Monday that I see you Saturday, but here I am today. So my best bet is for those that have not turned on your live notifications, go ahead and turn them on. That way you don't miss me when I come on at all. So I appreciate you guys. As for now, I'll see you guys on Saturday at 3:00. That's my plan. But I guess if I get some free time, I'll come hang with you again and talk about it some more. Pay attention to, these are the times where there are little clues that are being dropped by everybody who's being interviewed in some shape or form. You need to pay attention to whenever Coach McCarthy comes on. If you hear Steven, you need to listen to Steven when he talks. I'm to the point I don't listen to Jerry at all too much, unless you just want to leave out confused. when he start all these analogies and all that type of stuff, just talking, uh, then you know what I'm saying. Then if you like that, then keep listening to him. But pay attention because they're leaving little clues. Um, the question was asked about Deuce Vaughn today, where there was a clue that was put out by Mike McCarthy today, stuff we've talked about before, but to hear him say it, you let you know that things are happening. They was talking about, well, he was talking about cross training Deuce, putting him as a receiver, putting him as a receiver, and of course, he's a natural running back, but um, they're trying to obviously find a way to put Deuce on the field. And one of the ways that they feel that he can do that is putting him as a wide receiver. So you figuring, you know, he'll be a slot type dude. You put Deuce on a linebacker, I don't care how small he is, he'll destroy a linebacker. He's just too quick. Especially if you got a man to man. Now, if you're in the zone, sooner he's still gonna get in the spot. But if you going man to man, you got Deuce Vaughn against a linebacker. I'll take that all day because I know Deuce gonna win. Just too quick. So those are little nuggets, little small things you need to take away from, so it won't be such a surprise to you when we see it or if it happens. All right. Appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for hanging with me on this afternoon. I'm out of here. I'll see you on Saturday. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging with, of course, me. The Big Time Show.